Hey guys, what is up? So, in some strange recent events, I have acquired another vehicle. Not really a great deal for me. This is the vehicle. It is a 2019 Kia Sorento. The reason that I acquired this is it is actually my ex-wife's car, and she no longer wants to pay for it. So it being in my name also, I got lucky. The problem is with it is she quit driving it because it is got one massive oil leak. And I mean massive oil leak. I had to put 3 quarts of oil in it to drive 15 miles to get it home. It started leaking oil after Walmart changed the oil, and she didn't take it back to them. I would have. But anyways, it needs tires, it needs brakes, and I've got to finish paying it off, which is still a lot. It's actually a pretty nice car though. Really nice on the inside. It's only got 114,000 miles on it, so not terrible. But we're gonna put this thing up on ramps, and I got to take off this skid plate and see where it's leaking. So let's get going. All right guys, so I got this thing up on the ramps, and it is hot out here. I mean stupid hot. I'm gonna put on a pair of gloves, rubber gloves, because this thing is so covered in oil, it ain't funny. Let's get my gloves on here. And I'll get you guys up underneath it with me. So, like I said, she said that it started leaking after about 2 days after Walmart changed the oil on it. And that was like 2 or 3 months ago, and she stopped driving it. So I inherited it now, so I guess it's my problem. So let's get underneath here and figure it out. So I don't know how well it shows up on video, but the whole underneath of this thing is just absolutely soaked in oil. Control arms, this skid plate, I mean every friggin' thing, and it's dripping a puddle in my driveway. That's where it had sat for a few days. So that's how freaking bad it's leaking. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take out all these wonderful bolts, because that's what car manufacturers these days like to do, is put thousands of freaking bolts and everything that you gotta take off, just so I can kind of figure out where the heck it's coming from. So, well, let's get going, I guess. Okay, so after looking at it and her saying that after Walmart changed the oil in it, it developed a really bad oil leak, it looks like the gasket got cut on the filter. So I'm gonna run, maybe not today or tomorrow, sometime, and I'll get a new oil filter and some new oil for it, and we'll go ahead and change it all out and see if that fixes our problem. The other possibility is they crack the oil filter housing. If that's the case, it's like 60 bucks and 4 bolts. Not a big deal. But that's definitely where our oil leak is. So go get some stuff together, and
they're gonna be hanging out with me. They're gonna be watching me.
We're back today, and we are on our way to get oil and an oil filter for this car.
And then for me, I'm getting candy.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I've got to get her candy because she needs that. But
get me more hyper.
yeah, she. Anybody got any chill pills for kids?
Yeah, we do need some. Because I'm going to be jumping on the walls this afternoon.
So trying out this neat little camera mount I found that hooks to your sun visor. It's pretty neat. But we've got to go to Walmart to get oil, and Walmart for us is about a 20-minute drive. So, oh joy. I looked it up last night, and this car actually takes 7 quarts of oil. I wasn't expecting it to take 7 quarts of oil. My damn truck only takes 6 quarts of oil. But I asked Willow's mom what kind of oil she'd been running in it, and she said Pennzoil, and I about puked. So I'm going to be switching it to Castrol synthetic, and I'm going to stop at O'Reilly's and get us a good Wicks filter, because I don't like any other brand of filter really. I mean,
we're gonna go get pizza.
Yeah, we'll get some pizza for lunch. But yeah, I don't like Fram filters, and K&Ns are okay, but I really prefer Wicks. Yes, honey. What? It's still recording. It just, I've got it set to turn off. I'm trying to prolong the battery life on this camera because it sucks so bad. So I've changed to 1080 at 30 frames a second, and I've set screensavers to go on like immediately just about. So hopefully that helps some, because it's ridiculous. But yeah, we are going to Wally World and O'Reilly's and Little Caesars, because somebody in the back seat is addicted to breadsticks.
Yep, and cheese pizza.
Yes, and cheese pizza.
I love it.
So,
I wish I had a combined to it.
I am going to pull into our local grocery store, and I'm going to flip this camera around and...
Taking you inside.
No, we're not going inside. I'm going to flip this camera around, and you guys can just kind of enjoy the ride, because it's a long ride. Here we go. At O'Reilly's, I'm going to run in here and grab us a Wicks filter, and then we're going to run on to Walmart and grab our oil and a couple other things and be back on the road. Got anything to say, co-pilot? Candy. Alright guys, we'll see you soon. Alright guys, got our oil filter here and and a new drain plug. So now we're going to run to Wally World and get the oil and all that fun stuff. I also need antifreeze because I looked yesterday and it's out of antifreeze. So let's run to Walmart. Harbor Freight. A lot.
I knew that.
Think we can beat them, Will? Can we beat them?
Yeah. Great job.
Walmart. Yes. Yes. Walmart.
What's wrong with you?
My first thought would be a lot.
My first thought would be pretty much the entire Earth. Would be gone.
Oh, look, the place that screwed up the car.
What car?
The one we're working on, your mom's old car.
They screwed it up.
Yeah, they're the ones that changed the oil on it and messed up the oil filter. That's why we're fixing it. That's why it's leaking oil everywhere.
Because of that.
Yes, because of them. Alright guys, so here we are at the wonderful Walmart. And just so happens I parked at the Tire Lube Express that messed up the car that we are trying to fix. So, yeah.
We're taking
A little bit
you
of
in.
irony
We're
there.
taking you in.
No, we're not taking them in.
Yes, we are.
Alright guys, we'll be back shortly.
Hello. We just got back from being in Walmart. So, you guys are going to be put right here just for a sec. Okay? You're probably wondering, what are you using to get the GoPro setted? Well, that's actually my foot. Not my foot, a leg. It does do that. So, anyway, here he is.
Oh, did you start recording already?
Yes. Got myself some 12s. You can see. Trolls.
Trolls. Trolls.
Don't you know we're recording?
Oh, are we? Oh, my bad.
Look at him. Look at him. He looks so innocent, but he's not.
Sure I am.
No, you're not.
I'm very, very innocent. Run!
Guys, no he ain't. No he ain't. No he ain't.
Don't be whispering to me.
No he ain't. No he ain't. So, yeah guys, I put you at my window.
You want a sip? You sure? It's an energy drink.
I'm not allowed to have an energy drink.
Smart. Very smart.
So,
Oh, shit. Oh, sorry.
Andrew,
Hmm?
the camera is on. Please stop saying bad words.
Who's Andrew?
Guys, that's his middle name. Guys, look. Nobody in the front seat. Nobody over there. He's the only one and me. So,
Yes.
Andrew, please stop. We're recording. So I'm gonna let you guys look out the window of the back seat.
We are waiting for our pizza to be made.
Oh, let's also go to my cousin's house.
Well, we're not going there. We'll drive by there. I'll show you where he lives. Because we got to get home and get stuff done because I've got to work tomorrow.
So I'm gonna hand the camera to that crazy one over there, and then he can have it and deal with.
Hey guys, it's me! It's me!
Shut up!
I'm just kidding. She freaks out when I do that stuff, so I think it's funny. Out of Walmart, and I just have to say, for what I bought, that was ridiculous. Freaking way expensive. I didn't really, I guess I have noticed, but it hasn't really dawned on me.
I got this.
How expensive oil has become. My lord. So it was like 30 bucks for 5 quarts of oil, and I needed 2 extra quarts, but I opted for some Lucas instead of one of the quarts. But 1 quart of oil is now $9, and if you go to a parts store, it's $12 a quart. That's ridiculous. Our economy sucks. No wonder I'm broke all the time. But yeah, we're waiting on our pizza, and then we're gonna go home, eat, unload, and then I've got to crawl up underneath this thing and change the oil, and hopefully that fixes it. So yeah, well, let's get everything set up for the ride home. Alright guys, so we made it back home.
Give me.
And
The little gremlin.
we're gonna go in here and eat something, and then hopefully the rain will hold off. Hopefully the rain will hold off that we can get back out here and get this oil done. So we'll catch back up with you here soon. We're finally back from town and eating and all that good stuff, and of course it rained, and it just now cleaned up a little bit, and I come out here in the shop to get some tools together basically, and I had turned the air conditioning on out here early this morning, and I have to say, this is the best this shop has ever felt.
If you can feel, I wish you could like feel stuff from the camera.
Yeah, because it feels amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I wish they could feel
So,
the camera.
unfortunately, it does not feel amazing outside. It is very hot outside, very humid, especially after it rained.
Let's show them what my crayons did.
Yeah, it's been so hot in here that her crayons melted to the table. So that's gonna be fun to get off.
Yeah, real.
So anyways, I'm gonna grab
I'll hold the
some
camera.
wrenches here.
I'll hold the camera.
She's gonna hold the camera. No, hold it here. Hit yourself in the face with it. So I don't know what size drain plug that thing is. It's probably 16, maybe 17 usually. So got us 2 wrenches here. Let's walk out here and...
It looks kind of weird on the camera because it looks like the door's bent.
So,
to the car.
it's hot out here.
I wish you could feel the heatness right now.
And
my dad's car, I'd say my mom's, but
come over here.
it's his now. But it's his now. So, we got the big old truck.
So,
The big old...
here's everything. Here's everything that we bought today for the car. Antifreeze, some Castrol edge, some wax and wash.
Because we're going to be washing the car today.
Maybe. And then some cleaners, because the bottom of it is so covered in oil. So we got Purple Power, 'cause it was cheap. Got some Super Clean. I opted to get some Lucas oil stabilizer and another thing of Purple Power. In this bag we got our new drain plug for the car.
Just throw it
and
down.
our Wix filter. So that, and this.
All together.
So everything you're seeing right there, that came to $150. That's ridiculous.
And we'll also need this. We'll also need
Yeah,
this.
we'll need that. Oh, and I forgot, I did buy some bought some more goodies I forgot about. Hang on, guys.
Some more goodies. Boy can't get enough of goodies.
So, in this bag is another quart of oil, because this thing takes apparently 7 quarts of oil. I bought a filter socket because I didn't know if I had one. I probably do. Then I also got some sea foam to put in, and got us some air fresheners, because like I said, this car smells fantastic inside. So yes, all that was $850.
They
Joy.
can imagine. They can imagine.
So, and the reason this car smells so bad inside is because somebody spilled strawberry milk all over the back seat. So, after I fix the oil leak and we get all the oil cleaned off, the next step is going to be detailing the inside. I'm laying up underneath this thing, and I got a light under here today, so you can see just how much freaking oil this thing is leaking. And there's the puddle it left just undernight, and how bad that freaking skid plate was covered in oil. So we definitely got to get all this dang oil cleaned up after we fix this leak. To me, I think it's just that filter housing leaking, or I hope that's all it is. So I hope this socket that I bought fits that. I'm thinking it will. If not, we'll find something that does fit it. So let's drain the oil out of this thing. And that plug does not look too great. Let's see. Is it a 17? Yeah, it's a 17. So I got a new plug for it too, and that wasn't very tight, so that's not great either. So get this plug out. That plug doesn't feel too good. The reason I'm replacing that plug is I don't know who in the hell has changed oil on this thing, but they have rounded the shit out of that plug. I don't know if it's always been she taking it to Walmart or what. But that plug does not look very good. It's pretty damn rounded, like they've put the wrong size wrench on it several times. The oil doesn't look bad. Of course, as much as it's been leaking, I'm sure that she's kept adding to it. I know I put 3 quarts in it to get it home because it wasn't even on the dipstick. So I'll let that drain, and I'm going to go find the right size socket for that. I think this is a 32 millimeter, and that's too big, so to me it looks like a 20, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so I was looking and I forgot that I had bought a special socket for the Fiat, and it's a 27 millimeter, and it fits this, so cool. We'll go with that. So I'm gonna put my other glove on and let's see what happens here. So, I'm starting to wonder why that was leaking, because I really don't see anything wrong with the gasket on this housing. I just wonder, maybe they didn't replace the gasket? What kind of filter is that? South Korea. Well, it's got a Wix filter in it. Huh. Well, that's unusual. Was not expecting that. But to me, it looks like this housing is very dirty. Like greasy, grimy, sludgy. So I say we pull it out of here, brake clean it real good. Maybe brake clean that housing. Maybe it just had something, sludge or a piece of something stuck where the gasket couldn't seal. I'm not really sure, because I don't see anything crazy right off the bat. So I just hope that the housing itself isn't what's wrong. I mean, if it is, it's only 4 bolts and $60 to replace it, but that's just, we'll have to waste more oil. So let's get this housing out here and get it in the shop, clean it up, and go from there. Alright, so we're in the shop and gonna go ahead and clean this thing up, get this gasket off. So just take you a screwdriver or something and you pop this gasket out of there. And sometimes if these gaskets aren't replaced, you do run into issues there. I was looking to see if there's any kind of splits or anything, and I don't see anything right off bat, but I do notice that that gasket is very, I don't know, it's not very flexible, if that makes any sense to you. That might be an indication that they've just changed the filter, but they've never changed the gasket. I've seen that a lot. So let's take some brake clean to it. Just hose it out. Get all that loveliness off of it. Do this right here. Alright, got it all brake cleaned out. Wipe it down real good. That looks a lot better than it did. I don't really see anything that's telling me that there's should have been a leak. Unless something's messed up with the housing on the car itself. I mean, this looks pretty great. So we'll throw it all back together here in a second. Let it dry off. And we'll look at our new gasket. Of course, they could have put the wrong filter in it. Didn't think of that, because that is a flat gasket and the gasket that I got is round. So either that gasket flattened out and it came with a new crush washer. I'll keep that for the next oil change. Wonder if they didn't put the wrong oil filter in this thing. I mean, that one is a Wix, but what Wix was it? Because the Wix I looked up was supposed to be a 133. Let me go grab that filter real quick and see what it shows. So it's definitely the right filter. It's a Wix 133. That's exactly what I got for it. But I have a feeling what's caused all of it is this gasket right here. So I don't know if you can see it in the video, but see how flat this gasket is? Super flat, not round. This gasket is way more round. I have a feeling that was the factory gasket and nobody's ever changed it. They've just kept putting a new oil filter in it, but they were scared to change that gasket on the housing, so they just kept reusing it. So I hope that's what the problem was. Let's we're gonna get this gasket, the new gasket, put in here. And all it does is just rolls into that groove. And that's a lot, sticking out a lot further than the other gasket. So I got a feeling that was the whole problem. So anyways, we're gonna pop our new filter in. I don't guess it matters which way it goes in. I think it's all the same. Sometimes they have a flow thing, but it looks the same. So there's our housing and our filter cleaned up and put back in with a new gasket, because I'm pretty sure that gasket was shot. And I just wonder if they actually tightened it hard enough. I don't know, we'll find out. There is a little tiny groove down here at the bottom that I'm not 100% sure about. I've never changed oil in one of these cars, not the Kias. I've changed hundreds of Toyotas and stuff like that that have this style filter. Even my Fiat has this style filter. And some of these come with 2 gaskets to the housing. And I just wonder if there was supposed to be something at the base of this one. I may look it up real quick just to make sure, but I don't think so. Usually it's just the one, because that's what the oil filter comes with. So let me get back out here, crawl back underneath the car. We're going to brake clean out that housing and then throw this filter in. Under the car, getting ready to brake clean this housing out just to make sure it's good and cleaned out. Make sure it doesn't have any kind of something stupid in it.
I want to show the dog.
Here is my daughter and the dog.
There we go.
Oh.
So, guys, Chewy, come here. Chewy, look, there's a camera. You're not going to hide. Come here. Chewy, say hi. Come here. He's a little bit shy, I guess. But I'm going to hand you back to my father. And here you go, my king. So.
All right, guys. So brake cleaning out this housing. I got most of it sprayed down. I'm just kind of spraying everything down. Hang on, get the camera set back the way I had it here. So like I said, I just want to make sure and eliminate any possibilities. Dirt and grime can cause definite issues when it comes to an oil filter. That's a nice smell. There's Willow and her dog going for a ride in her Jeep. Oh, kids. So I got a feeling I'm getting ready to get wet because it's raining a lot, getting ready to. Wind's picking up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the plug back in this thing and start putting this filter back, because I got a feeling I'm gonna get soaked. So this is our new filter, our new plug, I mean. Alright. Got that in there. Now, I'm kind of worried that it is this housing leaking. but I'm not.
Chewy, come here.
Because boy, it's super greasy up in there.
He jumped out of my Jeep and he went, eh.
I guess we're gonna find out. Oh goodness, the grease.
So guys, while he's wiping his hands, here's my little cute little boy. And you guys can keep watching him work. While I have to deal with the other dog.
Only thing to do is put oil in it and see what happens. Like I said, I'm afraid that that's where it's leaking from. The top has that spot too.
Hey, so guys, if you hear a popping sound, I found stuff where there is a thing called a puffer, and you step on it and it pops. And I'm going to pop it by stepping on it. You ready? That was the puffer.
Yeah, that was loud.
I know.
That's as tight as I can get it. So, I guess we're done under here for what I can do until I find out whether or not that fixed it or if there's another issue. And I kind of have a feeling that it's that housing leaking.
I'm going to go put Chewy on his other leaf.
Okay. So, I'll move all this crap out of the way and get everything cleaned up from under here because it's probably going to start pouring rain here in a minute. So, I want to have everything put away that I can just jump in the house. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start putting this oil in. I'm going to start with the 5-quart. Well, it's on the dipstick, so before I put any more oil in it, I want to start it and just see what it does. Alright, let me go over here and see what happens. So I don't see anything leaking. We're going to let it run for a minute. I should have left my light out here, but I was scared it was going to get rain on. It is getting ready to piss pour some rain, unfortunately. After I had my daughter scare the bejesus out of me. Little asshole. I don't see anything leaking. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish topping the oil off and see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of this Lucas in it, full synthetic. That looks weird.
Kind of looks like slime coming out.
Yeah, but
like activator.
Kind of. Good. Can you go get me the antifreeze?
Yes.
Probably take a minute. And it shows a half a quart low right now. I'll let that drain down. Go get the washer fluid, the one that's got bug remover. Bug remover? Yep. Dang.
Good looking at that off. You need some luck.
Just need ingenuity. And here comes the rain. Alright, just bring one of the washer fluid. It doesn't matter which one. That's fine. Put it down right there. So,
Then what do you need?
still a half a quart low. That's all I need. We're gonna go ahead and throw just a little bit of sea foam in it. Not much. Then the rest of it I'm gonna put in the gas tank.
Yep.
Newfangled shit Dad don't know.
Don't even know a Kia car.
I'll pour the rest of this in here.
Are you gonna pour some in here?
No. Good thing this camera is supposedly waterproof.
I mean something else.
That's all I need right now. So it's still showing a half a quart low. So we'll go ahead and put that in it. Let's see. Woo! Here we go. Run! Alright guys, I'm getting soaked. We'll get the cat put back on this thing and I'm making a run for it. Woo! Man! That sucked. Guys, I just got absolutely soaked and it started raining, so I didn't get to finish doing everything, but yeah, so maybe after work tomorrow I can pressure wash underneath it. She's gonna go play in the rain. It's crazy. Come on, kid, get up here. Come on, get in here. All right, guys, so I guess that's it for tonight. Hopefully we'll catch you tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day since it's not pouring raining on me now. Let this thing sit overnight and I don't see anything leaking, so we're gonna go ahead and spray all of it down underneath with some purple power and let it sit. This is the skid plate. That's how bad it is. Look at the grime and crap that's all over it. I really don't think I'm gonna put it back, but we're gonna crawl under here and spray this whole thing down. So I got everything sprayed down. I'm gonna let it sit for just a minute, get the pressure washer going, and then we'll clean all this stuff off, see what it looks like. It's been a little while. I got the pressure washer set up. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. I'm gonna hose down this top part first with a lower pressure nozzle, and then I'll use the higher pressure nozzle underneath. I'm gonna put you guys back a little ways because I don't want to ruin my camera. Got it, that much of it sprayed down. It looks a lot better than it did. So I think the next thing we're going to do is just go ahead and wash the outside of it. Give it a good, not a great washing, but we're going to rinse it off and stuff.
Where it looks kind of not dirty.
Yeah, that way it looks a little bit better. It needs a full detail. I've got to get inside of it and clean these seats. My daughter, it was her mom's car, and when she was riding in it with her mom, she spilled strawberry milk in the back seat. So you can imagine what that smells like. So yeah, got to clean that. But let me go ahead and get the soap and get the stuff hooked up, and we'll go ahead and wash the outside of this thing.
No, don't mock.
All right, got our soap loaded in,
and I got my
she's eating a donut, and getting ready to go ahead and fire up the pressure washer again and clean this thing up the best we can, anyways, for now. So without further ado, here we go. Got her cleaned up. I'm going to turn the water off to the pressure washer. I'm about done for the day. I worked all day and then come home and done this. But there she is.
Apples are done.
Looks a lot better. A lot cleaner. Even cleaned that. Looks a lot better. But one thing I got to get off. I don't know if you can really see it in the video. Watch your hand. Don't touch the window. I just cleaned it. It's got little paint speckles everywhere. And I really don't know where that came from. I got most of it off of the paint.
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
But it's still got quite a few on there. So I'm going to take some rubbing compound when it gets good and dry. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't see anything leaking underneath it, and the underneath looks a lot better than what it did. I mean, I'm sure it could use another degreasing, but yeah, it looks a lot better than what it did. So next thing I got to do is I got to do front brakes on it. I'm pretty sure it needs pads at least, and then I gotta buy some tires for it, and we gotta clean the interior out. But that's pretty much all I got today, guys, and that's pretty much it on this video. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
Dad.